Hello, my dear children. In the last class, we studied about resources. Resources can be classified into exhaustible resources and non exhaustible resources. And also, we look upon depletion of natural resources. And today, we are going to discuss about how to conserve our resources, that is, conservation of resources. Judicial and careful use of resources as well as giving enough time for them to replenish can conserve the natural resources. We can see some pictures here. From these pictures, we can get a clear picture about how to conserve our natural resources. Use bicycle for traveling, planting trees, using of paper carry bags or jute carry bags, etc. Here we can see a worksheet for you. Connect the columns in the respective order of activities indicating overuse of resources, the type of resources depleted by such activities and the remedial measures. There are various sections and acts which are passed by Government of India in order to conserve the natural resources. Section 48A and Section 51AG of the Indian Constitution stating the conservation of resources as the duty of the Indian citizen. Nature of Conservation Act, Water Act, Forest Conservation Act, and Air Act. Numerous acts are prevailed in India in order to conserve the natural resources. What is meant by resource conservation in Kerala? The People's Movement for the Conservation of the Periyar River in 1999 led to the establishment of the Water Authority. Various acts related to resource conservation have emerged in Kerala following people's movement and through government interventions. For example, Act for Protection of Paddy Fields, Act for Protection of Wetlands, etc. Development that meets the needs of present without compromising the right of future generation to fulfill their needs is termed as sustainable development. According to Gandhiji, earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Let's look on the topic safeguard nature through sustainable development. What are the activities which we can work together in order to satisfy the future generation and also the present generation? Use the wastewater from the kitchen for watering plants. Plant trees in public places. Use the non conventional energy sources such as solar energy, wind energy, etc. to the maximum. Ensure step for rainwater harvesting and use cloth bags instead of plastic carry bags. From today onwards, we will reduce the energy consumption by using fans and lights only when needed, using only energy efficient electrical equipments, using LED bulbs instead of ordinary bulbs, using cloth bags instead of plastic carry bags, plant trees in public places, etc. We can reuse many things such as paper, bottles, clothes, etc. From the picture, we can understand that. And also, we have to engage in activities to make people aware of the issues related to environment and also use resources only if essential. These are the things which we can do for our future generation without compromising the needs of present generation. And thank you.